All right. Hello, everyone. Can anybody hear me? Hello, everyone. Can anybody hear me? Hello, 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 hello. If you can hear me, drop a message in the comment section. Drop a message in the comments if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. Um, Good to have you here. Good to have everyone. All right. All right. All right. So we'll be starting soon. Just want others to join real quickly. Starting soon. So tonight's can everybody see the slide? All right. Can everybody see the slide? If you can see the slide, let me know in the comment section if you can see the slide.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Can everybody see the slide? Can we see the slide? Can we see the slide? Can you see the slide? The slide. Like I'm sharing the slide. Can you see the slide? Okay, okay, all right, cool, all right, cool. So you're all welcome once again to the live stream. Yesterday we dealt with building a dashboard. All right, so dealt with building dashboard, and today we'll be dealing with how to use that dashboard to actually make money. All right, you can learn all the dashboard, learn all the tools as as you can. All right, learn all of them. But if you don't know how to apply them, if you don't know how to, a lot of people know data analysis, but they're not making money with it. All right, because of the lack of this understanding, which is what we are going to be sharing today. We're going to be sharing, how to. Yes, yes, the video will be available. Of course, it will be available. So today we're going to be sharing, you know, how to, uh, how to break into the analysis, and our agenda for tonight. All right, in the 1 hour 30 minutes that we have. All right, we'll be talking about what data analysis is and the myths around surrounding data analysis. All right, You must have heard a lot of things about data analysis, that data analysis is dead, data analysis is this, is that. All right. Today we are going to talk about it. Is it really dead or there's something to it? Okay. Then we're going to be talking about why data analysis is exploding. All right, it's exploding in this 2026. All right, and why some people, there are a lot of people learn data analysis, but they still don't know, how to get job from it. All right, they can't get job with it. So we're going to be diving into that, like why, what is happening, why they're not getting job. All right, like what the problem is, and how can you better position yourself, all right, to be able to get roles, not just any role, but a high paying role, all right, in this industry. And we are going to be showing what companies are hiring for, all right, what companies are hiring for in 2026, and the secret that can help you to land, 10 times more interview, all right. We are going to be showing that, sharing that in this live. All right, then the we are going to go through like a roadmap. All right, roadmap on how to quickly, land roles in data analysis. Then job availability, are jobs truly available? All right, in data analysis, are jobs truly available? So we're going to check. We're going to look into that. All right, we're going to look into that. Then how to rightly position for data job. Right, how to rightly position for data job. Then at the very end, we have like juicy package for you, juicy package. All right. How you can be opportune to go home, all right, with 50 to 100% scholarship to learn data analysis with AI. Okay. And then how to use LinkedIn for your advantage. All right. Use LinkedIn to better position yourself and attract job, not necessarily looking for job, all right, but you attract recruiters, okay, with the way you position yourself on LinkedIn. All right. So with that said, right, with that said, um, let me just go to a bit of introduction. All right. So my name is Ayodeji. All right. I'm a software developer, data specialist. I have over 5 years working experience. All right, in these roles, helping companies, businesses to make profit, through a software and data analysis solution. And I would speak today a guest. All right, very important person, very wonderful person. One I have a guest with me is a founder, co-founder of many startups, all right, and is an AI and data professional. Okay, he has worked with different organizations with over 5 plus, of experience. All right, 5 plus years of experience across multiple roles, AI related roles, machine learning, data science, and all. All right, both locally and internationally, both in Nigeria and abroad. His name is Onokwepo Abiodun. All right, so I will bring him up later. All right, in the course uh, of our presentation to share insights into what people, what companies, all right, what companies are moving towards, all right, how AI is impacting companies, and the hype and everything around AI. Okay, like companies direction now in 2026 as regards AI. All right. So what are facts based on? What are facts based on? All right. So we did the market studies. We did market studies and research from major industries and job portals. You can check LinkedIn, Indeed, and other job portals. All right. So you see a lot of them. You see what they are, what they request in their the job description, right? What's in their job description, how it's packed, what they have there, and all. All right, you see it in their job description. Okay. Don't let me put that notion yet, but we did our research and check all those. All right, we check the major companies, all right, in countries. We check major countries job protection and their growth, and we see uh, how it affects data jobs, data roles. All right. So that's what we base our facts on. All right. So right now, since we have all those ones, out of the way, All right, what we are going to be discussing today, and the facts, like on what basis are we coming to tell you, to talk to you about data analysis, and the opportunity around it. All right, so I'll be diving into the myths. All right, so taking it step by step. All right, one step at a time. All right, so the myths around data analysis. So the number one myth, I don't know if you can see this very clearly, but first myth is that you need a math or computer science degree to become a data analyst. All right, this is a total like 100 lies. I mean 100% lie. You don't need math or computer science degree, to become a data analyst. I know a lot of data analysts. All right, I know a lot of them that I mean their background were like a Greek students, some political science and all, and they transition into software development. So this is a total lie. Like you need to be a maths or computer science. I even know some people that go into software development, all right, without any engineering background or maths background or computer science background. All right, so they don't check your certificate, your school certificate, before they it's what you can do. All right, what can you do? Can you deliver? Can you help them to solve this issue? Can you help them to provide a solution to this business problem? All right, if you can do it, you're fine, you're good, and you have a good portfolio, to back it up, to show that you can really do that. Then they are going to take you in. All right. Then second means is that you need like 1 to 2 years of learning before getting a job. All right. So it's a lie. You don't need 1 to 2 years of learning before getting a job. All right. But there's no get rich quick. Okay, there's no get rich quick that, oh, you're just going to learn it in 2 months or in a month or 2 weeks, and you start learning and you start getting job or something. No, it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Okay, for everything you have to learn. When you went to school, you spent maybe 4 years or 3 years. This case maybe or 5 years in school to learn to get a degree. All right, the same way with this one, but you don't need 1 to 2 years of learning before you get a job. All right. You just need consistency. Consistency within a year, you are good. 6 months, you are good to get a job. All right. 5 months, you are good to get a job. The consistency is what matters. All right. If you are able to build like a very good portfolio with good projects, in your niche, and you understand that very well, okay, you will land a role of your dream. Okay, because they are going to test all of you. And if you can pass it, they don't care. They don't care the number of years you have spent checking or you know grinding and all. All they want is, can you solve my problem? Okay, and this is one of the questions that I used to tell. I mean, this is one of the things I used to tell people, that whenever you are going for a job interview, whenever you are going for a job interview, what you should ask yourself is, can I employ myself? All right, ask yourself that question. Can I employ myself? If yes, you can employ yourself. All right, then that gives you the confidence to go for that job interview. All right, because everybody is a business. I mean, all those companies, they are business people, and business runs on finances. All right, making profit. All right, so that's what they want you to come and do for them. They want you to come and help them to make more money. Okay, so if you can solve the problem, they don't care about the number of years you have been learning it. Can you solve it? That's what they want. And if you can solve it, of course, they give you the job. All right. So you don't necessarily need 1 to 2 years of learning. But if you are a type of person that you can't devote the needed time, all right, that probably you have something else that you are doing that is taking a chunk of your time. Of course, it might take you longer. Okay. We are different. We learn at different pace. All right. So it might take you longer because of what you are doing, because you are not that consistent with it. But no, 1 to 2 years, it's a lie. All right, it's a lie. Then the AI is killing data analysis job in 2026. This is a lie. All right, AI is not killing any data analysis job. In fact, it is enhancing it. Okay, it's not killing the job. All right, it's not killing the data analysis, and I'm going to get there in a moment. All right, it's not killing data analysis job. All right. So regardless of your background, regardless of the number of years and all, okay, as long as you are consistent and you are putting in the work, all right, you will get the role. Okay. And AI is not killing anything, and I will show you um how, right? Like there are like over 49,000 open roles. Okay, open roles in data analysis. All right, on LinkedIn alone, just on LinkedIn. Okay, just on LinkedIn, over 49,000. All right, open roles for data analysis on LinkedIn alone. Not to mention other job boards. You have Indeed, you have remote. Okay, you have remotely. You have different ones of them, like different. Okay, and that's over 49,000 alone on LinkedIn. All right. So AI is not killing it. There's still much more need for data analysis. All right. Much more need for them because every business runs on data. All right. Every business runs on data. You you get money, you put money somewhere, you want to check your progress, you want to whatever it is that you want to do, it's based on data. Data is not only numbers, all right. Data is information. Okay, information like what happened yesterday. Were you late yesterday? Yes. Okay, how do I improve that? It's not number, right? No, that's not number. So how do I improve on it? That's not number. So it's data is not necessarily only number. All right, it's not necessarily number. It's information, things that you have that will help you, to make a good decision for the now and for the future. That's in the predictive analysis. All right, to make help you to make decisions for the future. And every business needs this. And as long as there is business running, as long as we have businesses running, then data analysts are needed. All right, data analysts are what they are needed. All right, yes, I know AI is out there. All right, it's already here. That's the norm now. All right, by now I think everybody should be used to it that we have AI here, and there's possibility of it. It's not like there's possibility that's been replacing some jobs. All right, it's true, it has been replacing some jobs. So AI has wiped up like over 30,000, all right, jobs only in January to now. Like from January to now, I think March or February, was it Oracle? I think Oracle laid off, I think over 35,000 people. I think so. I think Oracle laid off over 35,000 people. All right, with this 30,000, so that's like 65,000. All right, of job wiped out by AI. Okay, of jobs wiped by AI. And these are the jobs that are mostly affected. They are customer support, all right, customer support and service, bookkeeping, entry level copywriting, content and media, and any job that can be automated, right? That it's repeated, and they have repetitive action. So you use AI to automate it. All right. So all those jobs are easily taken over by AI. So that's why you have like a massive layoff, all right, in that regard. So AI is also opening way for new jobs. All right. Yes, AI is coming, AI is wiping some people, AI is taking jobs and all. But AI at the same time, AI is opening way for new jobs. All right. You can be part of people who would survive the storm of AI if you are better positioned. For every do I put it now? For everything that happened like this, we have before we had there was the agricultural era, and we have the industrial era, all right, then the internet. For every era like that, there were people that lost their job, all right, and there were people that were able to ride, the trend. They were able to ride the trend and they stayed above. Okay, so if you are rightly positioned, okay, you are going to be above this, you're going to be above the storm. It's not going to affect you. In fact, you'll be the one of the people, you'll be one of the people that will benefit from this AI boom. All right, so you'll be one of the people that will definitely benefit from this AI boom. So uh so that it's not just be coming only from me. All right, so it's just be coming coming only from me. All right. So I would like to introduce, you know, the guest speaker. All right. I introduced him the other time. All right. He's a seasoned developer. Okay, a very very busy man. Okay, we are so happy that he's here with us today. All right, to join our live and to share, what he has learned over the years. Right, in analysis, in data general, in general, in AI. Okay, how AI is taking over and how companies are moving towards, towards it and all. So I'll be inviting him on stage. All right. Please let's all welcome um, Abiodun as he comes up to to tell us about what we need to do. How AI is taking over and all. All right. Abiodun, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Thank you, thank you, thank
All
you.
right.
Nice one. Hope everyone can hear me, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. I just want the feedback. So thank you everyone for having me. It's actually nice. So yeah, AI has been like even if you go on YouTube today, like it's just going to be AI this, AI that, and also it has come to stay. There's no going back from it. I remember when AI first came, like people were scared of like um fear of losing their job and all that. But then we are going to be looking at it from another perspective. You understand? More than we seeing AI as a competition, we see it like a tool. You understand? Sincerely, AI has taken some jobs, and by so doing, so it has also created some new jobs that we didn't even know exist. You understand? Things like I don't know, most of us might not know of agentic AI. Agentic AI, let me just give a brief overview. It has to do with function calling and tool calls. You know, when AI first started, it just started as we started as chat bots, like okay, just chatting with ChatGPT. Okay, give me this, let me check this code and all. But now we can see that even programmers, like even if you give it a code snippet and tell it that okay, this is what is wrong, it can go, it can read it, make correction. And that's even like a lower case level. Okay, things like okay, it's shopping for you or doing tasks for you, sending mails and all those things. Now, if you wanted me to send an email for you, let's use a general case. If you wanted me to buy something from you from the market, understand, you are going to ask me for some details. You understand? If I just come and meet you that AY or any other person in this call, like help me get something in the market. You know, you are not just going to. Please hope I'm communicating. If anybody's lost at any point, just you can just drop a message or raise a signal so that we are all together, we're all following. So I know I'm not just talking to myself. So if you wanted me to get something for you, you're going to ask that okay, the details, what do you want me to buy? Where do you want to buy it? Where, how can I get it and stuff like that. So those stuffs are like what we call tools and functions. So we are going to have a tool like okay, based on this user description, is the user providing sufficient enough information for the AI to be able to carry the task? If no, then ask for this stuff, then implement them into your instance. So that's just like a general level overview. I don't want to go too deep into like it takes a lot of programming, JSON files and all that and stuff. So that's just like another area that has not been there. Now we do things like RLHF, supervised reinforcement learning with human feedback. Then there's also supervised fine tuning. You understand, guiding AI to take tasks or even evaluating model results to see that okay, this result. So you will see by the time we have GPT-3, it went to 4, 5, and it's still going onwards. Like every AI model, they have versions. So those other versions are versions that they've improved on based on it. Because if it was like the first model, the first day, then they would just like distribute. But then they knew that it's an AI, so it needs improvement and all. So those stuffs are done by human, I understand. And even cases now, they use other models to evaluate models. But then it keeps getting better. So there's this saying that even the best jobs have not been created yet. So we just need keep to know. We just need to like learn how to like adapt, follow the trend. So it's just like an era. So don't be shocked. Like there's something greater than AI might still come in the future. I remember one time back when I was in school where we were looking at Google products, and one guy was like, Google product are so good that Google search was there. That this is not even up to like 10 years back. Like Google search was there. The imagine like a product so good that you can just search anything and to give you the results. Then it was just like, for there to be anything that is going to replace Google, like we could not even fathom it that okay, something like ChatGPT, another AI model were going to come that are going to understand. So even if you are like, wow, now just be ready, you understand? Because I'm in the industry, I'm seeing things, I'm seeing moves. So just be ready that there's still more stuff to come out. But then it's nothing to be scared of. We get so it keeps getting better and better. So now what are the things that we need to do like to stay relevant, you understand? So like don't be scared that like there's this thing that truly AI should not replace woman, but then AI are going to replace women who don't know how to use it, you understand? So what are the things that we need to stay relevant? Not just okay, I'll talk generally and I'll talk about some things that are specific to data science. You understand? So generally, you just need to know how to use it to do your tasks. You understand? Like know all the available AI, know all the models, know all the tools. You understand? We are not like preaching AI tools because if we start that debate now, some people will be like, okay, Claude is better than this, GPT is better than so. You understand? So all of them are good in their own way. Know their strength, know their weak points, and know which one to use. So most of the time, I can't remember the last time I've actually had to draft a letter, an email from scratch, you understand? So it's not as if I'll just go to an AI and be like, give me a letter for you. I have to give it context that, okay, this is what is happening. I'm in this show. By providing the context and I'll give it a little information, I want it this way. Then it gives me a first result. Then I cannot be like, okay, change this and change your stuff. So one is don't just blindly copy paste what it gives you. Two, one based on plagiarism. The second case based on like it's prone to error, you understand? So even though it might be 80%, 90, 99, you understand, that little 1% might like spoil a lot of things. So you always have to like recheck what it gives you, understand? So that's why it still takes somebody that has the knowledge. Because I will see many people will be like, you could build websites using AI. Oh yeah, now go and give somebody that has no knowledge on this and give him ChatGPT and let him build it. So you still need the foundation knowledge of your core field, be it business, be it anything, understand? So AI is just like a tool to enhance you. Same with data science too. You can help it with some, it can help you with some repetitive tasks like data cleaning, um, coming like automation, like some tasks that you might, let's say for example, you need a code snippet for something, or yeah, you can just instead of trying to like, I remember those days where we had to go to Stack Overflow, where was the like the only solution point, and you sometimes you have to pray that maybe somebody has asked a question you want to ask before, then you just go and say answer. But then if you're asking like a new question, God help you, you see somebody that is nice that answer it. Some people, you might see some really rude people, they'll be like, you're not supposed to even be in the software space. Like some people even insult you and not give you the answer. Some will insult you and still give you the answer. But you know, AI is still ever friendly. You always provide, and even if you tell you that this thing is not wrong, you tell you, I'm sorry. You understand? So it's really like a cool time. But then that does not mean you have to skip knowing the fundamentals, which are like I'm coming. So you can use AI to handle repetitive tasks, enhance your predicts analysis, then for deeper insights, understand? But then we still have the core human parts, like where we can take away, you understand? Understanding the fundamental, understanding the business, you understand? I gave, when we had our last webinar on time, I gave example on how we could, like in sports, for example, you understand how a team cannot use a tactics for long, you understand? So I'm like hold this statement tight. Data is the new oil. It's not just like before we have oil and gas and everything, but now data is as precious as oil. That's why you see different companies with different data protection policies, and also data is like because AI feeds on data. You understand? There's no AI without data. So like it's interwoven. In fact, sometimes so as a data analysis and a data scientist is like it's hard for you to like separate those things and they're interwoven, and actually a machine learning engineer. But with time, as you like study and you go further, you begin to understand those parts. Understand? So they are layered on each other. So you have to understand business thinking, how to like ask the right question. You have to understand SQL, the basic data cleaning, so that even when you have a different table and this, you're able to tell that okay, this is what I want. I want this condition. And you know, programming, there are always many ways to the answer. So if you tell this thing like I want to filter by ID, I want to filter by way, like you understand, there are always many ways so that the AI is, you know, that the AI is giving you an optimal code, an optimal solution, not just any answer. So you understand the business thinking, how to translate data into business decision, how to ask the right question. You understand why companies don't pay for dashboard? You understand they pay for decision, because if that dashboard is there, can you actually make a decision based on that dashboard? What are you seeing? You understand? If you're a football analyst, what are you seeing if the heat map is showing this way, if it's, you understand. So those of us that watch football will see all those stuff at the end of the match. Most of the time you see the coach is writing stuff down, or he goes and meets somebody in the tech area that what should you even do, and or even they even do it to the extent of penalty shootouts, that when there's a penalty, you understand, somebody's already running to the keepers, telling him that okay, this is the most likely position. So that's why teams have now developed another strategy. Like if you have watched for recent, let's say another player can just go there and hold the ball, like he wants to take the penalty where everybody is arguing and all, you understand. So they finish analyzing his data that okay, he's most likely going to play, then he just drops the ball for another person to come and take the shootout, you understand. So that's still the human part that we cannot like take away. So we have to understand AI literacy, not just usage, you understand. So how do these models work? So most of you can just be like, okay, I want to call the regression model, I want to call forestry, XBoost, random forest, understand. I don't want to go into their names, understand. Why are you calling this um model? Why are you using supervised, unsupervised learning? Why, you understand? You need to understand the way these things work at the top level. You understand? So that even if you go for an interviewer is not going to ask you that, okay, let me see your code or something. They'll be able to, they want to know that okay, they have somebody that can think, like they want to ask you about your project. Okay, why did you try to use this method? Why do you use regression analysis instead of classification and all those things? So you need to know why, you understand, and understand how this model works on the lower level, you understand, not having to grab everything on time, but then being able to explain it even to a layman. And so you are not just using them, but you understand. So that even when you have to make a decision, you have to prompt an AI to give you something. You know, okay, whether it's giving you the right stuff or whether you are making the best decision. You understand? You understand your tools like Python, Power BI, Tableau. You understand? You understand the AI features with them. You understand they are like code what would I call them? Like call them agents, you understand, where you have your code or your snippets be with you, and you can prompt them to like make actions based on those stuff. So you understand communication skills. You understand communication skills is important because even how do you explain to stakeholders, you understand? How do you tell story with the data, you understand? So you have to have that problem solving mindset, you understand? Think beyond what the data says, you understand? Then AI follows pattern, you understand? Then human define problems, you understand? So you need to be able to define the problem. You need to be able to understand, because take it, there's still something new. You understand? So and don't be scared, because for example, let's say AI is going to even replace job and everything, you understand? It's going to replace jobs of people that are not even closer to like the tech space than before it replaces people that are even in the tech space, because everybody wants somebody that is closer to it. So before it's even going to replace the data analyst and all that, it's going to actually replace people that are known, like which work can we say this thing? Okay, let's say in like factories now, for example, if you go to Amazon factory now, they are already automated. And please, and I know when we hear AI and all that, I know that everybody's thinking just comes down to machine learning, thinking of computer to learn, but AI is actually very, very wide, you understand? AI is just artificial intelligence, you understand? Allowing computer to make autonomous decision and to mimic human behavior, you understand? So anything that human can do, but then you can make a machine do it without like much supervision. That's the supervision you only need is during training, you understand, or a replica or something. Then that's where the artificial intelligence, you understand. So even your robots that you see in plants, you understand, doing tasks manually, automation, you understand. So AI has been then, but then it's just like another part of it, you understand. So if you check most of the models now in AI, you understand, they've actually been in people's research paper right from time, you understand, but then people thought to bring them into life. So there's still new stuff. There's still a lot to discover. There's still a lot to be created and understand. And I'm sure that as you are part of this data analyst cohort, you understand, you're going to like gain a lot of stuff, a lot of this thing. And another thing I want to assure you is that there's no like shortcut to it, you understand. Try to understand the base, try to follow the process and all. And I know my boss there, you understand, he's no, don't mind him, he's just hailing me, but then he's like my senior. So I know he's going to do justice to much of that. Then I will come around from time to time. So does anybody have any question for me?
All right, we'll be taking question at the end of. If you have any question, just drop your question in the comment section. We'll be taking question at the end of the whole session itself. So we'll be
Okay.
taking questions and we'll be directing questions to. You can tag any one of us, anyone that you want us to ask, answer the question. Right.
Okay.
All
So
right.
is there
Thank
anything
you
I'm
so
supposed to
much for
cover? No, is there any other stuff I'm supposed to cover that I've not
yeah,
covered?
yeah, yeah. That's it. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. And he's a busy man. He's a very very busy man. I had to drag him here. So thank you so much for for showing up and giving us your time. And
Oh,
let's all appreciate him because it's not easy, bringing a senior to a live like this. And he has been sharing insights with us since morning. I've been like, wow, this is great. Like you have said a lot of things about how AI is relevant. The relevance of AI to companies and what companies are looking for. They want money, all right, and they want their job done like yesterday. So if you are AI literate, you are you are safe in this AI boom. So it's not going to affect you. It's not going to come to your side. All right. So let's appreciate him. Let's appreciate him for coming to this live today. All right. Coming to this live today. All right. Thank you.
okay.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Yeah. So I'm still there for questions and
Yeah.
answers. So now, thank
Um,
you.
all right. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be moving on. So I'm checking what companies are hiring for in 2026. And I told you that I'm going to show you what companies are hiring for in 2026. So we are here now. These are the tools that you need, for data analysis, all right, to be relevant. So you need SQL, and SQL is for database querying. All right, so you have Python for data analysis. You have Power BI. Power BI is for visualization. You have Excel or Google Sheets mastery. All right, you need to learn data cleaning. All right, data cleaning. You can do that with any of those tools. AI tools. All right, this is very very important. The AI tools and prompt engineering is very 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 important. Okay, it is very very important. AI makes your work faster, makes you more excellent. All right, it makes you more excellent. It makes your work faster. So you need to actually learn it to still be relevant. All right, in this season that we are in. Statistical analysis, you need communication and storytelling. Storytelling. See, even if it's beans that you don't cook beans, but if it's beans that you cook and you are able to serve that beans well, trust me, you will get job. I'm not saying you should cook beans, but I'm just saying that if it's beans that you cook and you are able to sell it well, because that's where the problem, like one of the problem, all right. I will mention other issues why people are not getting job. I'll mention them later, right? But if you are able to tell a good story with your data, trust me, you're like 10 times ahead of others. All right, you're like 10 times ahead of others. Then business intelligence, and this storytelling is not only data analysis, but it's just more important than data analysis. Okay. Other jobs, so you need storytelling. Then business intelligence, you need business intelligence because you need to understand that business before you can provide solutions to them. All right. So you are not just going there to show them charts. It's not chart that they are going to eat. It's not chart that's going to of course you can read numbers on chart and all, but then they need to understand, they want to understand what do you mean? What should I do? That's what business owners want. They want you to tell them, to advise them on the decisions to make. All right. So you need business intelligence, you need critical analytical thinking as well. All right. You need critical analytical thinking. And so there's no place for no AI person. All right. There's nothing like that. That, oh, I don't want to do with AI. I learn. Of course, you are going to learn. You're going to learn the traditional way of analysis. Before the AI. Okay, you're going to learn it because if you don't understand that, what are you trying to? AI is to optimize. What are you trying to optimize? What are you trying to improve? If you don't have basic foundation or knowledge of all those skills. All right, so you're going to learn all those skills, and after learning it, you have to add AI on top of it. All right, you cannot but add AI to it if you want to stay relevant, because companies, I said it earlier, companies, they want their job done like yesterday. All right, they want their job done like yesterday, so they need somebody that is fast, very fast, and can get those jobs done. Okay. All right. So yeah. So now I'll be moving to why people are not getting jobs. All right. Why people are not getting jobs? Why skilled people are not getting hired. All right. So we have skilled people. You might even know like friends, people that that already learned data analysis or other courses. They have taken the data analysis from this place, from that place, and all, but still they are not getting job, or they are not confident enough, to go for interviews, or there's an interview and they are not, like, they are getting interviews and they are not able to ace it, or they are not even getting interviews at all, or they are not even able or confident, to apply for for jobs. All right. I'll be dealing with what could be the reasons. All right. So the first one is have base skills. For example, you have gone to learn, become a data analyst in 2 days, or in 1 week, or in 2 weeks, or in 3 weeks. All right. You should know that you are just going to learn only the surface. All right. It's only the surface that you are going to learn, because you cannot become a professional data analyst in 1 week, in 2 weeks. No, it's not possible. All right, it's not possible. I know a lot of people are selling that online, telling you this and that, become data analyst 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so. It's a lie. It's not possible. Okay, you have to give your time to it. You have to learn. You have to understand it. All right, a lot of things goes into learning data analysis, into becoming a data analyst. All right, so it's either that person is half baked, he has half based skills. All right, that is, he does not really have good skills. Okay, then the second one is positioning problem. You need domain knowledge. All right, companies hire based on their industry problems, not just tools. They're not looking for, oh, who can use Excel. Have you seen any job description that says, I'm hiring for who can use Excel? No. No, in their description, they are going to write it there. This is what they are facing. This is what they need. This is what the issue that they want. All right. That's what they hire based on. They don't hire based on who can use Excel, who can use this one. They hire based on, oh, we have issues in finances, or we have issues in fraud. So we need a fraud analyst. All right. We need a fraud data analyst, okay, to help us do that. So they're not just looking for random people. So those people that are not getting job are majorly in this category. They are just applying to every job that they see, but then they are not specific. They are not specific, or they are not niching down to what that company actually needs. All right. So positioning problem, domain knowledge will make you stand out, and your background or previous job can be an advantage here. So I'll be explaining what I mean by that domain knowledge now. All right. I hope you can see this slide very well. Hope you can see this slide very well. So by domain knowledge, you see, I told you that companies hire based on their needs. All right. They hire based on their problems. They don't just go out there and hire based on tools like who can use Excel, who can use Python, who can use SQL. All right. They have issues, and the issues or problems are is it peculiar to each company, each industry, and even each company. All right, you have different industries. You have financial industries, you have e-commerce, you have marketing and advertising, you have health, you have legal, you have different industries. Do you understand? And then you have gone to learn SQL, Power BI, Python, Excel, all right, and you think that's okay. Of course, it's okay, it's good. So now you want to go and apply for, because there's a data analyst role, and you are applying for that company, and that company is actually looking for like a fraud detection analyst. All right, you see that they are not going to take you in, because what they are actually looking for is not somebody that can use the tool, it's somebody that has the knowledge, that has the knowledge about this my industry, about this my company, that can actually provide solution to it. That's what they are looking for. All right. So that's why it's better to niche down. All right. Don't just show your CV, don't just show your, bullet spraying your CV all around for all the jobs that you see, hoping to catch one. Okay, it's going to frustrate you. And that's the frustration that a lot of people are facing nowadays. That's why they are all shouting, it doesn't work, this one doesn't do this. They have been struggling, and all. It's because you don't have this knowledge. That after you have learned that basic skill, the SQL, the Excel, that you have learned all those skills, you still need to learn something about the company or the industry that you are going into. And one thing I used to tell people is, See, your previous knowledge, if you are transitioning from a non-tech background to a tech to into tech, your previous background should not be an issue for you. It should be an advantage. All right. Your previous knowledge should be an advantage for you, in the sense that if you are like maybe an agric agricultural industry, or maybe you studied agricultural in university. All right. Now you are in agricultural industry already. That is your foundation. All right. That is what you understand. What can you become? Become an analyst in that industry. Okay. Don't be chasing after somebody in e-commerce. Don't be chasing after somebody in pricing analysis. All right. In sales, in marketing. Stay in agricultural industry. You when they need somebody to check all those quality control or quality assurance and all, and they are doing analysis of the drugs and all those things that they do, you are the go-to person because you understand the terms. All right, you understand the terms. Imagine somebody like a random person, someone like me now, going to apply for for fraud detection analyst. All right. What do I know about them? Do you understand? Of course, I know the tools. I know the Power BI. I know all those tools, but I do not have understanding of what fraud or whatever terms that they are using. Okay, it's going to be a confusing or a chaos. All right, if I apply for that kind of job and I get in and all, it's going to be a chaos for the company. Of course, you can learn it. All right, you can learn it, but it's just going to take you time. So for every job that you want to apply for, you first have to go and learn about it. Okay, this one is for fraud, so you go and learn about fraud and everything. Then there's another one, in maybe e-commerce. You go and learn about e-commerce. You are spreading yourself. I mean, you are training yourself. You are going to do it so thin, and it's going to affect you. All right, and that's what causes frustration. So for financial services, we have a lot of analysts under it that you can be. So if you are coming from a financial background, all right, you have risk analysis. Easily you can blend in this. All right, after learning all those skills, you can blend into investment analysis. You have financial analysis, fraud detection, treasury analysis. You have loan and credit revenue analysis, insurance claims. All right, then in e-commerce, you have e-commerce data analyst, you have inventory, you have merchandise, you have sales. All right, you have sales analyst, you have marketplace analyst. Okay, you have under marketing as well. You have CRM, you have growth analyst. All right, these are industry specific analysts. All right, if you can niche down and do do projects, all right, do projects to solve issues, to solve problems in this industry. If you do like 10, all right, I guarantee if you do like 10 in these industries and there's a job from this industry coming out, trust me, they're going to pick you before they even check others. All right, because you speak their language, you speak what they understand. They know that this person really understand me. He can provide solutions. So they are not actually looking at your you have Excel, you know how to use this, you know how to no, we want to know if you can understand our problem. All right, if you understand our problem, if you can provide a solution to it. All right, so it's very very important that you niche down. All right, it's very very important that you niche down. Before now, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, you can spray your CV, put it out there, and not niche down. Of course, they're going to take you in, probably train you, put you through some training, and then after that you'll be you specialize in whatever industry that is employing you. But nowadays, all right, there's no time for those. You have to niche down into what you want to be, into the most common or the easiest way to do it is just lean on your background. All right, lean on your background, where you're coming from, leverage it. All right, leverage your background. All right, so we have telecom data analyst, network performance analyst, product analyst, supply chain logistics analyst. We have legal analyst, insurance. If you're in legal, if you're a lawyer, I mean, you study law in school, easily you can, leverage this, come into this. They cannot drag you with you because they don't know all those terms. I don't know those terms that they use in law. All right, you understand it when you go to those industries or to those companies, you tell them, oh, I have a background in in law. I graduated from and all. Your background is going to be a leverage for you. It's going to help you to quickly, get the job. All right. So always leverage your background and always specify and niche down. All right. So that's why this domain, is very, very, very important. So after the domain, the other way you can go by it is the niche is by functions. All right, you have Power BI analyst. All right, some the person that can use Power BI, for analysis, dashboard analysis. You have Tableau developer. You have operations. All right, data and operation. You have data quality analyst. You have data entry analyst. All right, you have product analyst and insights analyst. All right, those are the things that you get. All right. So everybody is just applying with the same CV. Okay, and that's why the recruiters do not have time. All right, they do not have time. The longest that they will spend on your CV it's maybe 5 minutes, and that's a lot for them because they have hundreds of CV to check. Or right now we have ATS scanner, so ATS is even going to remove some. They're just going to set it. There are some keywords that they are looking for. All right, there are some keywords that they are looking for. If your CV is not matching those keywords, automatically you can't even get to the recruiters, the HR's table. Your CV can't even get there. So you have to tailor your what you have to tailor your CV, all right, to match what that industry is about. All right, to match what that industry is about. All right, so your CV instead of saying that I am a data analyst, right? So write it there, niche down, just write it there that if you are applying for business analyst, just write it down. I am a business analyst, not just data analyst. Data analyst is vague. All right. Just saying I am a data analyst is vague. All right. So you have to niche down and say I am a logistic analyst, I'm a fraud detection analyst, and so on. All right. So how do we niche down? How do you niche down? I've explained a lot of them. I'm just going to run through them. All right. Select a specific area of interest and demand. All right. This one is for someone that does not really, really have a background, like you don't have maybe you don't enjoy your background or something. All right, you can search on LinkedIn, search on all those job boards and see what people are asking for most. All right, see what all those companies are asking for most. All right, so when you get those ones, those are the area of interest and demand, so you can niche down on that, study it, try to understand the terms and the nuances that they use in that industry. So after learning your tools, your Power BI and whatnot, you learn all those ones, then you can learn and have knowledge about that industry. So it will be easy for you to do what? To solve their problems, to solve the issues that they have. All right, to be easy for you to solve their problems and solve the issue. All right, having that knowledge. Okay, and the other one is find something you already have experience in. I've explained before. Your background will be helpful here. Your course of study, your previous job, you can leverage on all those ones. All right. The other one is using T-shape. T-shape is you learn you learn everything, which is your tool. All right. So that's the flat bar on the T. Then the vertical part is you niching down. All right, you niche down and pick just one area of interest. Might be area of interest, might be area where you have experience in. So you niche down. So those are the three major ways that you pick a niche. All right, that you niche down and you pick a niche. All right, then after picking the niche and you are there and you have studied, you have learned your tools, studied you've studied the industry and you have considerable knowledge about that industry. What's the next thing? Visibility. Visibility. A lot of people have this, a lot of people they have the knowledge, they have the tools and all, but they are not visible. If I can't see you, I can't employ you. Do you understand? If I can't see you, I can't employ you. So how to show recruiters your expertise? That's how you to show recruiters your expertise. You have to be visible. All right, you have to be visible. And I wrote here that LinkedIn is good. LinkedIn is gold. All right, LinkedIn is good. Only about 1% of people on LinkedIn are actively posting. All right, only about 1% of people. on LinkedIn are actually posting. Others are viewers, they just come there to engage and or they don't post. Okay, people don't post. Even the ones that are posting, they are not consistent. All right. And on LinkedIn, consistency and discipline is key. All right. Consistency and discipline is key. It's a number game. All right. It's a number game. You push it, it's a number game. All right. For example, you have like vendors online. How do you trust your vendors online? It's because you have seen their post over and over and over and over and over. And you tend to believe it that, oh, this person is probably genuine. This person probably knows what he's saying. And then the engagement with those posts, all right, it makes you believe that, oh, this person is well, to an extent genuine, and you can believe and trust that person. Same thing is applicable on LinkedIn when you are looking for a job. Believe me, you are a sales person, all right, because you have a skill and you are selling yourself. You are a sales person and you have to put yourself out there, all right. No matter the skill that you've learned, no matter how much you spent to learn skills, all right, no matter how much you have spent to learn skills, if you don't do this, if you don't do the visibility, if you are not visible, all right, if you are not visible, nobody's going to hire you. All those things are just going to be in waste. All right, they're just going to be in waste, and it's going to be frustrating for you. It's going to be frustrating for you. You probably know a lot of people that are in this situation right now. Right, they have spent like a lot of money. They are spending a lot of money to learn skills, one or two skills and all. But then it's like they are not seeing the results. All right, it's because of this. It's because of this visibility. All right, it's because of the visibility. They are not visible. Recruiters cannot see them. All right, recruiters cannot see them. So, and I said LinkedIn is good. LinkedIn is good. We'll dive more into it, at the into the strategy in the strategies that work. All right, strategies that work and how to attract recruiters. At the end of this session, to learn how to attract recruiters. This one, you are not chasing recruiters, all right? You are not the one chasing them that, oh, I want to know these. I mean, chasing them with your CV. Oh, hello, come and employ me. Of course, you are still going to do that, all right? You're going to do that. But then you can position yourself in a way that um, recruiters are the ones chasing you. They are the ones looking for you, all right? Coming to your DMs, asking you, are you available for this gig and all right? And I will explain that at the end of the session today. All right. I know I've given like a lot of a lot of uh what's it called, a lot of value today. All right. A lot of value today. So if you know that you have gained a lot, if you know if you have gained a lot, I just want feedback from people. If you know you have gained a lot from this live, all right, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you have gained something, from everything that we've been saying, talking about things. All right, let me know in the comment. Let me know. Let me know what you've gained so far. Let me know if you're following, if you're gaining something, let me know. Are we there? Let me know if you have gained something. Let me know what you have gained so far in the comment section. So I know that I'm not talking to myself, right? I know that you guys are following and are gaining value, from this webinar. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I
Can
can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I just want to know if the people on the stream can hear.
Okay.
All right. Fantastic. All right. Okay, you can hear me. All right. So um, so I'll be diving into the roadmap. All right. I promised earlier I'll be sharing the roadmap. All right, with all of us. Like what you can do. To get started with your journey. Into data analysis. All right. These are the roadmaps. So the first thing is you learn data analysis foundation. All right, you learn data analysis foundation, and that's the principle of data analysis. Okay, you learn the principle of data analysis, what data analysis truly is. All right, learn this data analysis cycle, types of data analysis. You have predictive, you have descriptive analysis. Right, you have to learn all those ones. Okay, about data analysis. Don't just jump into tools. All right, into learning tools. Don't jump into learning tools. Okay, without learning about what data analysis is. All right. So you learn the principle of data analysis, the cycle, the types of data analysis, then you move to Excel. All right. Excel mastery. All right. Move to Excel. All right. Data types, data cleaning, data analysis, analyzing data. In Excel, we did a bit of it yesterday. All right, where we analyze data, we cleaned it, and we were able to draw insight from the data and make some decisions. All right. If you were not in yesterday's class, you can still check. You can check the recordings. The recordings are there. You can see everything that we did and all. So yeah, then how organizations use data for making decisions. You need this. You need this. All right. I cannot emphasize this. You need it. You need it. You need to know how organizations use data for making decisions. To surprise you that there are some people that do not know up to what you know. Excuse me, they don't know up to what you know, and they are getting the roles. All right, it's because they know the key things that are needed. Okay, I'm not saying learning SQL, Excel, other tools are not needed, but there are some things that the business needs. All right, the business needs, and if you are smart enough to pinpoint all those things to give you, leverage, to give you leverage in your journey, to give you leverage in your journey. So how organizations use data for making decisions. If you know that, you'll be able to give them a good solution. All right. And what everybody wants, they want to make money, right? All the businesses they want to make money. So if you're helping them to make money, of course you are very, very valuable for them. I mean to them. And of course you get promotions, you'll be, you know, improve, you get promotion and raise your salary and whatnot and all. Okay. So what are the tools that you'll be learning that you need to learn in this phase one, your phase one? What are the tools that you need to learn? You learn Excel, you can learn Google Sheets. Google Sheet and Excel, they are practically the same. So you learn Excel, you learn data visualization tools, and different data visualization tools. You have Power BI or Tableau, but people are using more of Power BI because it's Microsoft. All right, it's Microsoft. Microsoft is the owner of Power BI. So and is the owner of Excel. So people are used to Excel, then easier to transition to Power BI. So you can pick Power BI and learn Excel, how to do data visualization in Excel as well. All right. So phase two, we have SQL. We have SQL and databases. SQL, how to query database. Most of the data that you have, most of the numbers, the number of people that bought something, the order, all right, just like we had and we did yesterday, the what do we call it now? The information or the data about a business. All right, most of the time is in a database. Okay, it's stored in a database somewhere. So you need to learn how to query it, how to bring those data out, then analyze them and clean them and use them for your analysis. All right, that's why you need this SQL. All right, you need to know how to query database, how to extract insights. Using analytical SQL. All right. So what are the skills that you need there? What are the tools that you need? You need either my SQL, Progress SQL. All of them, the three of them, they are basically the same or just different differences, like literally differences in their syntax, like how you write the code. All right. For in your phase three, you are going to be learning Python analysis and data automation. Python analysis and data automation. And in this place, you are going to be learning data cleaning using Python. I know you have learned data cleaning in Excel, and the funny thing or the what's the word for it now? The cool thing about it is the skills are transferable. So once you learn how to clean data in Excel, you automatically have the concept. All right. So when you get to Python and you want to clean data, you already know the concept. Though you are writing the code, but then you know the concept, you know everything that you are doing here. You have used pivot table in Excel. When you get to Python and you are using pivot table, it's not straight to you. All right. It's basically the same concept. Right. Basically the same concept. So it's easy as you move. It becomes easier as you move through the phases. All right. So you learn data cleaning. You learn how to do EDA, that's exploratory data analysis, using Python. All right, you learn that using Python. You learn data visualization using Python. Python too has visualization tools, like libraries that they use, for visualization. But most of the time we use Power BI because it's built for that. All right, so you use Power BI because it's built for that. So you learn how to automate your workflows. Okay, even in data analysis, we have repetitive works. All right, you have things that you repeat all the time. So you have to, you know, automate your workflows, automate your pipeline, all right? Your pipeline and everything you automate. Learn how to use version control systems or version control tools like GitHub, right? You learn how to use GitHub. It's a collaboration tool, all right? Those are the tools that you use to collaborate with your team members. You use it to collaborate with your team members in whatever industry that you find yourself. All right. So we have the tools that you learn. You learn Python, you learn NumPy. NumPy is a library in Python. Pandas, Seaborn, ETL workflows, and Git or GitHub. All right, GitHub is for communication because when you're working in an industry, all right, you're most likely not working alone. All right, you're working with other analysts. All right, maybe might be working even with a data scientist. All right, so you have to communicate. How do you communicate? How do you save your code, your analysis and everything? You save it on GitHub, all right? And even for your portfolio, which I'm still going to get there. For your portfolio, when you are designing your portfolio, you design it on GitHub. You don't need a website, right? You don't need a website. You don't need to go and build a website because you want to put a portfolio in place or something. That's a waste of time. All right. There are places where you can put it and to be good and fine for you. All right. Then we have that's like GitHub and other ones that we mentioned. You have Notions, you have a lot of them. All right. Then we have the phase four, the last phase. You have business intelligence, data visualization, and AI. Business intelligence, data visualization, and AI. So you need to learn how to make interactive dashboards. You need to learn how to give visual analytics reports, how to use AI tools, to assist with your SQL queries, analysis, and storytelling for business insight. All right, this is the phase where you have to learn um, AI, okay? You have learned all the tools that you need. Now you need to learn how to leverage AI, how to use AI to increase, to improve your productivity, improve your excellence, improve your time, like to shorten the time that you spend on each pipeline. You understand? Like the time that you spend on analyzing and doing all those stuff, you need to use AI. All right. So this is where you learn AI. You have Power BI, such things that you're going to learn: Power BI, Tableau, Open AI APIs, LangChain, and the rest. All right. Then after this, you learn the most important. I'm not saying others are not important, but yes, this is the most important because you can have the skills, have all those tools in your head, and if you don't know how to communicate, all right, if you don't know how to communicate, it's as good as not knowing all those tools. All right, it's as good as not knowing all those tools. So you know all the tools, then your communication skill has to be very, very strong. All right, it has to be very, very strong, your communication skill. So you have highly inquisitive mindset, right? Ability to analyze and interpret business challenges, knowledge of stakeholders, all right, stakeholders, coordination and project execution, right? You need to know how the what they call them now, the directors, how they make decisions. You need to understand, it's not policies, like the policies in your, yeah, the policy in that company, all right, in that industry. You need to understand how it works, all right. Then presentation skills. This presentation skill is very, very important. Okay. Presentation is very, very key, is very, very important. You cannot be shy because you are going to present, to a board, of directors. Tell them why their decision is wrong. Tell them why this is the right decision, the best decision, to break into the market, to increase their productivity, to make more money and all. You need to be able to, stand and talk and present, and tell stories through your presentation. All right. Emotional intelligence, you know, ability to simplify complex ideas, clear storytelling, with data. All right, storytelling with data. Very, 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 very important. So I know a lot of you now. You know what companies are hiring for. You know the roadmap. All right, the roadmap to get to this. The roadmap, how to you know, learning the skills, how to you need to niche down, you need to understand, you need to have domain knowledge, all right? You need to have domain knowledge, you need to have all these skills, like there are like four tools that you need to learn, or five tools that you need to learn, to become a data analyst. Then you have like your soft skills, all right? You have your soft skills, which I've listed here now, which I've listed. All right. So how can you become job ready? How can you become job ready? All right. Is going through all this, all right, going through all these steps. You can't jump the steps, all right. You cannot jump the steps. It's not advisable to jump steps because you are just going to be half-baked. And at the very end, it's going to lead to frustration. Okay. At the very end, it's going to lead to frustration. If you follow all these steps, everything I've given to you here, if we follow all these steps, trust me, I guarantee you that you're going to get a job. You are going to get not just any job. You position yourself rightly. You niche down. You apply domain knowledge, and your visibility is key. Your consistency is there on LinkedIn. Trust me, you are going to land a role. All right. I mean your desired role. Right, you're going to get it on LinkedIn and any other job post. Just that I'm more familiar with LinkedIn, so I know how LinkedIn works and all. I know how LinkedIn works. So if you stay and you are consistent with it, you're going to get that value that you've always wanted to get. All right. So I know a lot of you are now thinking, yes, what am I now getting? What am I going to get after learning all these stuff? Learning all the skills, learning how to niche down and all. How much really are they paying? Paying data analysts. How much are they collecting? What's the salary range? All right. Why should I go through all these courses? To be here. All right. So why should I go through all these courses to be here? I know a lot of people. They are charging like maybe 500,000 to 1 million. Just to learn this course. Right. 500,000 to 1 million just to learn this course. So how much am I gaining? How much am I gaining to um you know for to learn all this? How much am I getting? How much are they making? All right. So for data analysts, all right, data analysts, um this is a comparison, all right, of what they earn, about 5 years ago to what they earn now. All right. And this value is on the high side. It's still increasing. I mean, it's increasing. All right, it's still increasing. These values are still increasing. So for traditional data analysts, now traditional data analysts, like I mean people that learned only SQL, Excel, Power BI, or Tableau, and Python, and they are okay with it. They don't want to move into AI, using AI to automate their workflows, to automate the repetitive tasks that they do, to use AI to augment what they do and all. This is what they used to earn then, like 2021, when there was no AI boom. All right, they earned 60,000 to $95,000. All right, about from 60,000 to $95,000. Then in 2026, now those people they are still earning. It's good. There's an increase. All right, there's an increase. They are earning from 80,000 to $115,000. All right, they're earning from 80,000 to $115,000. All right, that's like 20%, about 20% increase. All right, about 20% increase from 2021 to 2026. So in 5 years, over the 5 years, they've had about 20% increase, and that's good. All right, that's okay. But know that AI is coming for these people, all right, because it's not AI, it's not actually AI that's coming for them. It's just somebody that knows how to use AI, all right, that will have to replace them. All right. I told you the urgency that the companies need, the urgency that the companies have. And if have someone, they see someone that can help them to, to quickly, they see someone that can help them to solve their issues quickly, they will hire that person. All right. They will hire that person and use it to replace the traditional man. All right. So this is AI assisted agentic analyst. What does he, how much does he earn? Then there was no AI. All right. So there's no value here. But now in 2026, what's he earning? He's earning around 120,000 to $170,000. Right. That's what he's earning. He's earning around 120,000 to $170,000. And the difference, I mean, the increase is high, all right? The increase is high and it's still increasing, all right? Because there is more data job. Now it's splitting. It's not just data analysis again, it's splitting into industries. It's splitting into industries is on the rise in Africa. All right. In Africa alone is on the rise. Businesses thrive on data. They cannot survive without data because you need to know what you did last year so as to know how you can improve and get a better result this year. All right. Businesses needs data to survive, and they need somebody that can analyze the data and give them insight and give them decisions, all right, give them opinions, what we should do next. All right. So that's the job of data analysis. And if you are very good at what you do, trust me, they're going to pay you any amount you charge them, they're going to pay you because you know the value that you are bringing to the table. You know how you are, excuse me, you know how you are affecting their lives, how you are changing, their businesses and all. All right. You know what you're doing. So it's easy for you to put a price, to put a price on your work. All right. You put a price on your work, you put a price on your value, you have learned it, you know it, and they're going to pay you for it. All right. They're going to pay you for it. Then so traditional roles, I wrote here that traditional roles, traditional data analysis roles are getting into extension soon. Like they're getting into extension very soon. All right. We have professionals who leverage AI, professionals who leverage AI are now commanding like 25 to 50% of the market. They are commanding about 25 to 50% of the market. All right. The professionals who are leveraging AI right now, all right, they are commanding about 25 to 50% of the market. Why? It's not wickedness, trust me. It's not wicked. When it came, first thought, oh, it's wickedness. Why are they laying some people off and all? It's business, uh like businesses, they want to double their profits. Okay. They want to improve and increase their profits. So what do they want? They want somebody that is AI literate that can increase. So they put in little effort or little input and they get a massive output. All right. And that's what every company is gaining for right now. Every company, you can see even the local businesses, all of them are venturing into AI. All right. All of them are venturing into AI. So if you are still staying there and saying, oh, I want to be a traditional person, I want to be traditional in this, okay, no problem. But someone that knows how to use AI more than you is commanding 25 to 50% of the market. And it might end up collecting your job. All right. It might end up collecting your job. So would you rather spend like 500K, 1 million, to 1 million to learn data analysis, only to start applying to jobs and getting rejection? All right. Only to start applying to jobs and getting bounced, like, and trust me, it's frustrating, applying for jobs and not getting jobs, not getting responses, not, it's frustrating. All right. So that's why you have to be smart with what you are doing. You have to be smart with learning the right tools, learning the AI tool, that can help you to get the job faster. It's not going to be a get rich quick, or not like a short course that you do 1 week and you get it, but then it's going to increase your chances, of getting hired faster than somebody that just wants to learn only the data, the traditional data analysis route. All right. So make sure you learn the tools that you're supposed to learn. All right. So before I before I share the last good news today, all right, if I share the last good news for the day. Let me ask you one this question. Let me ask you this question. On which side would you like to be? Which side would you rather be? Which side would you rather be? Normal data analysis skills or AI augmented data analysis? Is it on the normal data analysis skill or AI augmented data analysis? Which side would you rather be? All right. And how many of you would love to learn AI data analysis, all right, and become job ready within this 2026? Want to learn data analysis and be job ready in 2026? All right. Let me see. On which side would you rather be, AI or you are against AI? Are you for AI or you are for A or are you for AI or against AI? Are you for or against AI? Seeing what people that knows AI are doing, seeing the opportunity that is open to them, all right, with what they can achieve, all right, in short time. All right. So on which side would you rather be, the AI or the normal data analysis person? Which side would you rather be? You can put your answer in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. I would have said I'm on the AI side though. Of course, of course. Where would you rather be? Of course, where would you rather be? Is AI. Of course, of course. It's like those people that are still using, automatic, and I mean they are using manual vehicle as opposed to using automatic vehicles. All right, using manual at your own what at your own risk. All right, use automatic. Automatic is very easy to control. No issues of this one is throttle, that one is this one is clutch and all. And, same with this one, right? What do you want to do? There are autonomous vehicles. You don't even need to drive them. You need to drive them. All right. So you need AI. All right. You need AI. It's for our own advantage. Okay. It's for our own advantage. It's for our own advantage. All right. And in the course of this webinar, I'm going to be sharing, like how you can, the opportunity to get like 50%, of data analysis founders, like scholarship. All right. We'll be sharing how you can stand a chance, to get a 50% data analysis founder scholarship. Just learn data analysis at Veleon Academy. All right, to learn data analysis at Veleon Academy. So who are we? Who is Veleon Academy? Right? Who are we really? Who is Veleon Academy? Veleon Academy was built by Ayodeji, a seasoned software engineer, all right, and data expert. Right? Veleon Academy is built for you. Okay, it's built for you. If you are looking to transition from your current job into tech jobs, all right. If you are tired of your current job, you're tired of what you are earning there, and you want to you want to transition into tech, and you want to start, from you want to start by learning, all right, to transition into tech. Veleon Academy is here for you. If you are looking to be an authority, an eye earner in tech, all right, you want to position yourself as an authority, be able to attract clients, attract recruiters, be a voice in that niche, in that industry that you have chosen. You know, Veleon Academy is here for you, right? If you are confused and you don't know where to start, right? Maybe you are a student, you just got out of university, or you are still a student in school, all right? You don't know what to do, you don't know which skill, to get. Everybody you're saying, go and get a skill, go and get this one, go and get that skill, and you are confused. Veleon Academy is the place for you. All right, so break it down for you. We break down every course, what you need there, the courses that are relevant. We don't put courses that are outdated, that AI is going to take over in the next 3, 4, 5 years. All right. We here we deal with courses, all right, courses that are relevant, even in 5 years' time, they are still relevant. All right. So if you are confused about anything, we are here, and we prepare all our curriculum are prepared according to the global standard. All right. The global standard, everything. When I show you the curriculum, you see, you will know that this is actually according to the global standard, because we did our research to check and see what actually people out there. Because when you are done with the skills, when you have learned all the skills, you are it's still a competitive market. You are going to be competing with people out there that probably have, they are exposed to this kind of curriculum. All right, so they are exposed to this kind of curriculum. They know they have more knowledge than you. All right, I'm just saying, like, if assuming you don't have this, you don't have access to this curriculum, or you'll be exposed, you know, to others that have access to it, and you are going to be competing with them, and that's like unfair advantage to them. All right, because they have access to this curriculum. So we prepare our curriculum according to the global standard, that you can compete at any level, locally, internationally. You can get remote jobs, from other countries, all right, at the comfort of your home. All right, you don't need to travel. And if you want to travel, for some travel visa, we require you to I think there are some jobs, uh travel, I think it's job visa or something that they call it. you know you can learn this, all right, and when you get there, you'll be relevant, because our curriculums they are set, you know according to the standards of the global curriculum. All right, they're set according to the global curriculum. And so what do you stand to gain? I mean, our vision is a Veleon Academy. All right. The vision of Veleon Academy is to bridge the gap between classroom theory and the global market. All right. We exist to transform thousands of ambitious Nigerians, people that are frustrated by this economy, by this government and the policies and everything that they are doing. People that are frustrated and they want to transform their life, they want to change their life. All right, we exist to help them in that transition, all right, into high value problem solvers. Right, we equip them with technical skills that actually pay, just like this data analysis. All right, so we equip you with skills that actually pay, the skills that are very relevant in 4 5 years time to come. They are relevant. They are not skills that are going to be wiped off by AI. Right? Those are the skills that we teach in at Veleon Academy. All right. So what do you stand to gain? What do you stand to gain if you become a student of AI data analysis? Because we are not just teaching you data analysis, we are teaching you data analysis with AI, data analysis with AI. So if you become a student of AI, all right, data analysis, which kind of at Veleon Academy, all right, if you become a student there, so what are the things that you stand to like things that you stand to gain. All right. By the end of the program, you would have, like 80% increased chance of landing a global data analysis role. And I will explain how you do that. All right, yeah, I'm going to explain how you do that, how that is possible, right? That by the end of the program, you have like 80% increased chance of landing a global data analysis role. All right, you have that chance. Okay, you won't be, a part of the frustrated people that are just sending CV, spraying CV all around without, any positive feedback, no interview. They have not landed any interview and they are frustrated already. She won't be part of them. All right, by the end of this program. And what are the things that you're going to be? You'll be thoroughly trained. All right, you'll be thoroughly trained. You learn all those skills, the Excel, the Power BI. You learn Python. You learn business intelligence. You learn all those skills, all right, even the soft skills, because we'll be doing presentation, all right, after the first month. After the first month, the subsequent months, you start your presentation skills because they are take home, and I'm going to get them in a moment, all right. You do your presentation for people for us, and we are going to actually go through them, all right. We go through all the presentations that you do, and we teach you how to do presentation, teach you how to be confident about what you're presenting and all. So you'll be thoroughly trained, all right, both the technical skill and soft skills that you need to build, all right. So it's either you are a total beginner with zero knowledge or no statistical background, or you are intermediate, you know the basics of data analysis, but you just want to skill up, by getting more advanced skills or better roles, all right. If that's you, or you are advanced, you are skilled already, you just want to leverage AI. You just want to add AI on it, more like a top up. All right, more like a top up. We will be thoroughly trained. All right, we'll train you on all those, and we'll prepare you, um for that. Then, secondly, you will gain actual work experience. All right, you gain work experience, not just skills. You gain work experience. Hiring managers are not just looking for certifications. They are not looking for a lot of courses out there. They'll be promising you, oh, we'll give you certification. Of course, we will give you certification. All right, but certification to us is nothing. All right, it's okay. It's okay. It's just is a proof that, oh, excuse me, is a proof that you actually went through something. All right, but certification without experience, you can't even defend it. All right. You won't even be bold and confident to apply for jobs because you'll be doubting yourself that will they take me? Will I be okay, will I pass this interview? Will I do this? Will I do that? The moment you start having that doubts, no, you know that you are missing something, like something is missing somewhere. All right, know that something is missing somewhere. So you gain actual work experience. All right. So you know, hiring managers, they want people who have actually worked on problems. All right, they have solved them. In the course of you working and all, you have encountered problems, you have solved the problems, then you have more knowledge. All right, you have more knowledge, you have more helpful, all right, to hiring managers, I mean to companies. All right, so by the time you are done with your training, you must have personally worked on like 10 capstone industry standard projects, all right, and domain specific projects. You must have worked on 10 projects. So every of our class, you have like take home assignments that you do. All right, you do it. So we don't just tell you, like you teach you, this is SQL, or we teach you this is Excel. So the next thing we'll tell you to go and do is, oh yeah, go and write this formula or something. No, we give you a data set, you work on the data sets. That's the work you're going to be doing in the company. So why should we be giving you, okay, go and do a subsection of this? It's not going to help you. It's not going to help you develop your confidence. You need to work on it. You need to have experience. And how do you have experience? You have experience by working on all those data sets, like consistently. All right, when you work on it consistently, when they show you something like that in interview, you are aware, you know it already, you are confident, you can go head on, and start dealing with it because you have worked on it over time. All right, so here at Veleon Academy, we don't just tell you, oh, okay, you have learned SQL, oh yeah, go and use join, this do and use join for this thing. No, we give you a project, All right, we give you a project that you work on to use that tool that you have learned. Okay, use that tool that you have learned to solve real world problem. Okay, because after the program, you're not going to continue the tutorial and be learning how to use join and all. They don't care about your join or the syntax that you use. All they want is results, and that's the real life. So if you cannot do that, and you say you have learned a program, you have learned how to use join, how to do this and all, I'm so sorry, it's a waste. Okay, it's a waste and it's going to lead to frustration. All right, it's a waste of your money, it's a waste of your time, and it's going to lead to frustration. So here at Veleon Academy, what we do is we ensure that you do what we ensure that you have a take home on every class that we take. You have a take home, and for the take home, you deal with real world problems. Because when you're working on those real world problems as assignments, you're going to encounter other problems. All right, and that's the best way to learn. When you encounter other problems, then it will prompt you to ask questions, to prompt you to to go and do research. Why is this one like this? I applied this, it did not work. What happened there? Do you understand? So that is going to help you, and that's one of the things that we do. And thirdly, job preparedness. All right, job preparedness. All right. So what do we do? What do I mean by job? What by excuse me What do I mean by job preparedness? Okay, what do I mean by job preparedness? It means by the time you graduate from Veleon Academy, you take with you, an unwavering confidence that you are now job ready, because we won't just train you, we are preparing you for job. All right. From the very beginning, from the very first week, all right, from the very first week, we'll start preparing you for job. All right, we'll start preparing you for job. We'll give you based on the skills. All right, I told you earlier, you learn the skills. Interview preparation. We have interview preparation for you that starts um second month. All right, after your first month, that starts the second month. How to prepare for interview. The skills that you need. How to revamp your CV. All right, CV preparation, certifications, projects. All right, project. That's the major thing. All right, projects, and how to put it on your portfolio. Because when what represents your skill, what represents you is your CV. All right, and when they see good projects on your CV, not projects on generic issues or generic topics like iris, like iris analysis, or analysis on Titanic. All right, you do analysis on Titanic, do analysis on I think some sensors and so. Like there are some generic ones that if you check 100 CVs of data analysts, you are going to see it in like maybe 70 of them. All right, those are generic ones. When it gets to the HR's desk, or the recruiter's desk, as case maybe, when he sees that, he already knows that it's copy and paste. He already knows that you did not work. All right, he already knows that this is generic because he has seen a lot of it. So to him, it's just like another one of copy and paste, another one of someone that is not well prepared. Okay, because it's a generic data, they have seen too many of it and they are tired of it already. So that's why for everything that you do a domain specific project. All right, you do a domain specific project. When you get to the interview, it's just like you're coming from a job already, as if you have been working already. So when you get to that interview and they're asking you a question, all your answer is coming from what? From the knowledge that you've had, from working on projects, on different projects, encountering issues and you solving them. All right, encountering issues and you solving them. So then, with that, in addition to what we have said, to what was said, we don't just teach you and leave you hanging. Instead of just learning a skill, you are entering a system that is built to help you. You're entering a system that is built to help you. So what do we do? These are the bonuses that we give you. All right, these are the bonuses that we give you. We give you portfolio formats, that make you stand out, and how to structure your portfolio to attract recruiters. All right, there's a format to follow. All right, so that recruiters will see and they will be like, oh, this person is serious. Even if you are just graduating, you are just like 3 months. All right, 3 months graduating, and like just graduating 3 months and all, you are fresh out. You put that portfolio out there, it's going to get you job faster than somebody that has been working, being in the system for maybe a year, 2 years, and does that, because what represents you before them, all right, before you actually show up and defend it, is your CV and your portfolio. Okay, so if you have garbage there, trust me, they're not going to call you. So even if you have the knowledge, you have the skill, you have the experience and everything, if your portfolio is not well prepared, all right. If it's not well prepared, there's no way she will get there to defend it. There's no way you'll be called for interview. So so here would give you portfolio formats, what to follow, how to prepare it, and make sure it's in a readable format, for people to understand at all. All right. Then optimization of your LinkedIn profile. Told you LinkedIn is a good tool that you use to attract recruiters. People are going to trust you. People that does not know you, they're going to trust you. All right, they're going to trust you. You are going to be a voice or authority in your niche, in your area. All right, in data analysis. All right, you're going to be a voice there. Okay, that everything you say there before people before people make decisions, they will probably come and contact you that, oh, what do you have to say about this matter? All right, like what do you have to say about this matter? Then fundamentals of visibility, authority, uh accelerator program, to stand out in your field. Then presentation skill, to increase your confidence. You're going to be doing presentations, you're going to be doing presentation, you're going to be in groups where you do presentation, live presentation. You're going to present your group to the class, then another group to the class, and all. So you do that presentation every week, all right, every week to increase your confidence, all right. I believe after you have done that like over and over and over, there's no way you get to an interview and you'll be fidgeting. There's no way you get to an interview and you won't be able to speak up because you already have a wealth of knowledge, all right? Because you already have wealth of knowledge in your already, and that helps you to boost your confidence. All right, it helps to boost your confidence. And yeah, I'll be sharing our curriculum. Our curriculum in Veleon Academy, what we follow, what we used to teach. I'm going to be sharing it right now. All right. So yeah, this is our curriculum. Okay, it's our curriculum. And by the end of this curriculum, I know you people will see the how much value we have packed, in this curriculum, how much value we have packed in this curriculum. So we have Excel and data foundation, introduction to analytics, classification of data analysis, descriptive, predictive, data storytelling and reporting, data types, data preparation and cleaning, just like what we did yesterday. All right, so we have advanced analysis with pivot tables. We used pivot tables yesterday as well. All right, conditional formatting, ETL basis, statistical foundation, EDA. All right, inferential and statistical thinking. All right, for business strategy, then we move to stage 5 to 4. We have SQL mastery. All right, this is where you dive into SQL. This is where you learn SQL. All right, the database, SQL foundation, data types, SQL join, subqueries, what they use subqueries for, and CTEs. All right, SQL for business intelligence tools, real world database challenges. All right, by the time you are done with all this, by the time you are done with all this, and you stand for an interview, trust me, they ask you a question, you know the answer, because the level of your confidence would have gone up, all right, with all these tools. Then we have Python for analytics. Python for analytics, we have Python Foundation. For data analysis, we have control flow and data processing logic. We have data structures for analysis, functions for data pipelines, numerical analysis, data analysis with pandas, EDA, statistical analysis, you know, and all. Then for Git and version control, all right, Git and version control. We have its fundamentals, how to collaborate with others, at work. You have GitHub for analytical analytics projects, GitHub for data analytics projects. You have analytics, um, you have analytics project versioning, all right, and AI assisted Git flow, all right, Git workflow, AI assisted Git workflow, all right. Then we have Power BI and visualization, because after everything, you still have to display it, right? You still have to display it and show them, this is what is happening, just like we did yesterday. Like, this is what is happening. This is what I feel we can do about it, to get a maximum result. So we have foundation of Power BI, all right. We have data preparation. Okay, we have data preparation. Excuse me. You have data preparation, you have data modeling for analytics, you have DAX formulas for analytics, all in Power BI, all right. We have EDA, interactive dashboard, all right, AI powered analytics in Power BI, all right. As well, we have AI powered analytics. Okay, so this is the meat of it. This is the meat. So after you have learned all those tools, after you have learned how to do, normal data analysis, the traditional one, after you have learned all those ones, now you need to learn AI. Of course, you need to learn AI because it's part of all our courses. Every courses that we do, AI is part of everything. So yeah, so we have AI in modern analytics. All right, how AI is changing and affecting modern analytics. So we're going to dive into that and understand it. We have AI assisted data collection and data pre-processing. EDA with AI. All right, AI generated SQL and Python code, AI powered visualization and reporting. Okay, and the capstone projects, real business data sets, full analysis, dashboard, stakeholder presentation. All right, like at the end, like stage 21 to 24, like at the very end of the program. So this is what you do. You have data sets, real business data set, uh, full um, full analysis, dashboard, stakeholder presentation. Okay, I'm very sure by the end of the program you'll have done like 10 different projects, right? 10 different projects that you can put on your CV and your portfolio, and you can confidently, apply for job and get those roles. All right, apply for job and get those roles. So now I know a lot of you must have been asking or thinking in your mind. So how much is all these words? How much is all this going to cost? To learn all this that I've said. I know the curriculum is very very robust. The curriculum is it's a lot. It's very robust. As I said, it's patterned. Uh, along what it's available, in the global space, all right, in the global space, because that's where you're going to be competing. Of course, you can get job locally, it's okay, but I know a lot of you want a remote job, you want to work for, bodies out there in other countries and all, and that's why all our curriculums are global standards, right? They are global standards. So how much do you have to invest, to access this sure path, to data analysis? So how much are you willing to invest, to get all this everything that I've said, including the bonus, how to position yourself, how to do analysis, how to use LinkedIn and all, how to master it and hack it. All right. Luckily, we have we are running the program. All right. Founders Scholarship Initiative. All right. So you can stand a chance to win from 50%, to 100% scholarship. All right. 50% to 100% scholarship. Some people have already gotten 100% scholarship. We did some programs, and some already gotten 100% scholarship. I believe they are on this call. They got 100% scholarship ready to learn all these. All right, to learn all these, and there's still opportunity. There's still opportunity, and there's chance for you to benefit. you know, of this scholarship, from 50% to 100%. All right, from 50% to 100%, you can still benefit of this scholarship. So our beginner class is valued at $300. All right, our beginner class is valued at $300, which is 400,000 naira. But with the Veleon scholarship, all right, with this scholarship, all right, you only have to invest 75,000 naira, or $75,000. I mean $75. You only have to invest $75. Okay, for this scholarship, you only have to invest $75, and that's 100,000 naira. All right, that's 100,000 naira. Okay, we've considered everything, the situation of the country and every other thing, and we want everybody, that's available, everybody that is available on this course to be able to partake of this, to be able to partake of this. So that's why we had to, apply that scholarship here again. We have given some people like 100% scholarship. Trust me, we have done that already. And then we're still giving another scholarship, because we are so magnanimous and we want everybody to benefit, and we understand the situation of the country. So the beginner class is valued at $300. That's 400,000 naira. But then because of the scholarship, I'm bringing it down to $75, and that's 100,000 naira. So that's for our beginner class, all right? That's our beginner. So our beginner class is everything I've said, all right? Everything I've said, that's our beginner class. Now our full boot camp is valued at $350. That's 470,000 naira. All right, that's 470,000 in naira. But with the Villion scholarship, you only invest $100. All right, with the Villion scholarship, you invest $100, and that's 135,000 in naira. 135,000 in naira. So in this full boot camp, what does it entail? In full boot camp, you have all those things that I've talked about. Then the addition is visibility. All right, visibility and making yourself an authority in your field. That will get you job faster than anybody. All right, I guarantee you that will get you job faster than anybody. You post everything, and I'm going to share give you like a sneak peek into what I mean. All right, by visibility and all. I'm going to share that at the end of this session. All right, I'm going to share everything for you. All right, I promise you that. I promise you that in the group. I'm going to share with you um the how what we learned yesterday, how to use it today. All right, how to use it to position yourself, how to use it to make money. Want to share that. All right, not for Western. All right. So, and one other thing that we have never done before is this 100% risk free with 100% money back guarantee. So we are so sure that we are going to dispense all these values to you, that we are going to give you all this value, that if at all, if at any point in time we fail to give you this value, we fail to teach you what we've said that we're going to teach you, what we said we're going to give you, we did not give you, you have the chance of collecting of 100% refund. All right, 100% refund. We're going to refund you after everything, after the whole program, and you are not able to gain anything from it. All right, we're going to give you 100% money back. 100% money back. Trust me, very few people do this. All right, it's because we are so confident in what we teach. We are so confident in our program, in what it can do. All right, and how it transforms life. If you follow it diligently, if you follow everything that we say you should do, step by step, you put it into practice and all. Trust me, trust me, you are like 10 times ahead of others. All right, because this curriculum, trust me, is so packed, like it's so full of juicy stuff that it's going to make you stand out there in the world. All right, it's going to make you stand out in the world. All right, so you have 100% risk free. All right, now there are opportunities, all right, for you to pay in installments. All right, there's installment payment, for people that know um really that cannot afford everything at once now. So there's installment payment for everyone. All right, if you cannot afford everything at once. There's installment payment. So for the beginner class, we have you pay 36,000 naira now. So you pay 36,000 naira now. Then you can pay 37,000 naira twice. Okay, so after the 36,000 naira now, then you pay 37,000 naira twice after. All right, you pay 37,000 naira twice. And so what we do is we put 10,000 naira on it, okay, for the installment, 10,000 naira on it, just to be fair, to people that are paying at once, because some people are going to pay at once now, some people are going to pay at once now, so, and it won't be fair on them if you paying as in installments now pay the same price as they. All right, at least if you go to bank to loan, they're still going to put interest on it, a massive interest at that. All right, so we only have 10,000 naira, on the cost. All right. So you pay 36,000 naira now. All right. Then you pay 37,000 twice. If you are going for the full boot camp, if you are going for the full boot camp, you pay 36,000 naira now. All right. Then you can split the remaining 36,000 naira into four times. All right. 36,000 naira into four times. All right. So you are paying 145,000 naira in total. Okay. You are paying 145,000 naira in total. You're paying 145,000 naira in total. Okay. For this one, for the beginners class, you're paying 110,000 naira in total if you want to do installment. But if you are paying outrightly, you're paying 100,000 naira. All right. You're paying 100,000 naira. And if you are paying outrightly for this other one, for the full boot camp, all right, for the full boot camp, you're paying 135,000 naira outrightly. Paying 135,000 naira outright. All right. So um the special offer for those who attend. I know I said this is already subsidized. This is already there's already what's it called now? A scholarship, given for this price. All right, that's why we have it at this price. Okay, trust me, the next boot camp, you are most likely not going to see it at this price again. The next boot camp, I can guarantee you that you are most likely not going to see it at this price again. All right, you are most likely not going to see it at this price again. So for people that are attend, those that are online right now, there's an opportunity for you. All right, there's an opportunity for you. There's a reduction. All right, further reduction for the people that are online right now, because I already made a promise that people that are online are going to benefit from this. They are going to benefit and have reward for being early and joining live. All right, so that's why we went on to do a further reduction. All right, a further reduction from having to pay 100K. All right, you get to pay 70,000 naira. So if you are online now and you're ready, to join, you get to pay 70,000 naira now. All right, but if you want to still do installment payment, all right, and you're online right now, this is only open to those who are online right now. All right, this is only open to those who are online right now. After this live, we are going to remove this. All right, it's only for people who are on live right now. So for them, 70K, all right, 70K outright payment, 70,000 naira. If you want to split it, all right, do it in installments. You pay 26,000 naira now, all right, you pay 26,000 naira now, and you pay 27,000 naira twice. Later, you pay 27,000 naira later. Then for full boot camp, all right, full boot camp was valued at 135, right? Now it's 100K, 100K for only people who are online now. For people who are online now, only for people who are online now. So at 100K, all right, 100K. And if you want to split it, then we to pay 27,000 naira for entry. All right, you pay 27,000 naira now. All right, to secure your spot. You pay 27,000 naira now to secure your spot. Then you pay 27,000 first time, second time you paid 28, then the last time you paid 28,000 naira to make up a total of 110. All right, a total of 110,000 naira for the full boot camp. All right, a total of 110,000 naira for the full boot camp. All right, This offer will not last forever. The previous one is only for this cohort. All right, this is only for this cohort. This is only for the people who are online. The further reduction is only for people who are online, and we are going to be taking it off very, very soon. All right, we are going to be taking it off very, very soon. So if you want to join now, you can join. You can make your payments now. You can join. All right, and this is the account. This is the account where you make your payment. This is the account where you make payments. So if you want to, if you want to make payments, this is the account that you're going to so this is the account you make payments. All right, this is the account you make payments. If you want to register right now, if you want to register now, if you want to secure your spot right now, just make payments into this account and message this number immediately. Message this number and message there that, oh, you have paid so amount, and for which class, is it for beginner class or for full boot camp? All right, message that number and make it known if it's for beginner class or full boot camp. All right, message this number, make your payments right now and stand the chance to, to get this further reduction. 70,000 naira for the beginner class, and full boot camp is 100,000 naira only for the people that are online. This one too, the one for the one for the general, one for the general too is going to be taken down. All right, so I'm going to revert it back to the normal price. All right, back to the normal price after 2 days. All right, it's going to be reverted back to the normal price. So you have to make your payments now to secure your spot and secure this scholarship. And for this one, people that are online right now, make your payments right now. This is the account. All right, this is the account information where you pay into, and message this number immediately after you make your payments. All right, message this number and state uh, what you pay, what you made payment for. All right, state what you made payment for. All right. So the training is going to be starting. All right, it's going to be starting May 3rd. All right, May 3rd. Your training is going to be starting properly. So we're going to have onboarding session where we talk and we discuss, on data analysis itself. All right. So it's going to start there. So here is the LinkedIn special that I said we are going to give you for the people that wait, for the people that stay to the end of the course, the people that stay to the end of this session. So I believe that you have your LinkedIn already. You have your LinkedIn open already. You have your LinkedIn open already. So I said earlier that only about 1% of people on LinkedIn actively post. All right. Only about 1% of people on LinkedIn actively post. And those that post are not applying the right strategies. All right. Most of the people that post, they're just dumping, they're just posting something, just let me just post something. All right. They are not applying the right strategy. There are strategies to how you post on LinkedIn. All right. There are three major pillars of success, of successfully becoming an authority and attract recruiters on LinkedIn, right? There are three major pillars of successfully becoming another authority and attracting, recruiters on LinkedIn. What are they? Your content, the style or the way that people want to, or that people consume information. All right. Then what? Then the content that sells, or what LinkedIn wants. All right. There's what LinkedIn wants, there's your content, what you want to put, and then the last one is the style of the content, what people consume. All right. Three things. Your own content, you have your own content. We have people because or we have LinkedIn because it's on LinkedIn platform that you are posting it. All right. What LinkedIn wants. All right, you have what LinkedIn want. Then you have what? Then you have people. What people consume, how they consume it. Do you understand? So if you have all those three, if you have those three mastered, if you have these three mastered, trust me, trust me, you are good to go. You are one of the 1%, one of the 1% that is going to make it on LinkedIn, right? One of the 1% that's going to become an authority in your field on LinkedIn. If you have those three mastered, all right, if you have those three mastered, All right. So what are the content that sell on LinkedIn? What does LinkedIn want? All right. There are contents that get impressions. You see some getting like over 1,000 impressions and up. They are educational posts and news. All right. They are educational posts and news. LinkedIn is known for education. All right. If you want to look somebody up now, if you want to confirm the legitimacy or the authenticity of somebody or credibility, you look at the LinkedIn. You go to LinkedIn to check. That's where you go to. You go to LinkedIn to check their life, their bio, where they have worked, are they truly who they are, and all. All right. So that's what LinkedIn is known for. Okay. So for educational posts and news, it's not like TikTok or Instagram. All right. So you need to master the game and know how LinkedIn actually works. So that's what LinkedIn, so that's what they want. They want educational posts on news. Okay, educational posts on news. Okay, so we understand that. Now, what is the style that people consume? How do people consume them? How do people consume information? On TikTok, it has to be video, and the video has to be like 30 seconds or 5 seconds, 30 seconds video. It has to be short. That's how they consume content on what's the name, on TikTok. If you do something out of that, even if it's in line with what TikTok wants, if you do something that's not people that is not what people consume, you're not going to get traction. All right. So on LinkedIn too, there are things that you need to, there are formats, all right, in which people consume information. So what are those formats? You have carousels. Carousels is just like a PDF, all right, or series of pictures or images that they can slide and check, read information from one, and slide and continue the information on the other one. All right. You have cheat sheets. All right. You have cheat sheets. Don't worry. I'm going to send like a well uh documented, notes on this, all right? Because I actually want you to go on LinkedIn and post your journey, what you learned yesterday, the dashboard that you built yesterday. I want you to post it on LinkedIn, all right? I want you to post it on LinkedIn and use this strategy to do it, and you see the results. So you know what I'm telling you. So you have carousels, you have cheat sheets, all right? Cheat sheets is you listing like 5 ways to do this, 3 ways to do this, or 10 ways to accomplish this, or 10 things that I learned, all right? 10 things that I learned about this, then 5 things that made me this. You understand? That's like cheat sheet. Then you have screenshots. Screenshots is just like you putting text, all right? You putting text. Having a picture would have been better, but don't worry, I'm going to send it in the group. All right, I'm going to send the picture in the group because I want you to really get it, because this is very, very important and is key. If you learn all the tools, trust me, if you learn all the tools, of course, there is favor, there is grace of God and all. But if you learn all the tools and you do not know how to do this, you are going to be in the chasing game. All right, you are going to be in the chasing game, always chasing and chasing and chasing. There's a point, there's a position you can be where recruiters will be the ones looking for you. All right, where recruiters will be the one looking for you. It's people that will be looking for you that, meanwhile, I have a project. All right, would you like to work on it? Would you like to join me in this on this project? All right. So, and that's the sweet spot. That's where you are supposed to be, and that's what's going to make you, better than a lot of people. May make you 10 times more than a lot of people. All right. So you have it's a screenshot, then you have just image of yourself. All right. Don't just jump. Don't just dump. Text on LinkedIn. Don't dump text on LinkedIn. Put text and put image. All right. Put an image there. Okay, you can put an image there, and that image is going to, that's what people see first. You see the image, it captures them, and it attracts them. Then it makes them to look at your content. All right, it makes them to look at your content. Carousel, when they see carousel, human beings like scroll into the scroll and they want to check what's on the next slide. What's on the next slide? What's on the next slide? Curiosity. Carousels drives curiosity. Do you understand? Cheat sheet is a quick way for them. So it gives you a lot of saves, right? If you give people cheat sheets, they will save your content. All right, they will save it. Oh, okay, I might need this one, I might need that. They will save your content. It drives a lot of it drives traction, to your content. Now your content, all right. We've spoken about what sells, what LinkedIn actually wants. We've spoken about the style that people consume it, how people consume it, and we now speaking on your content. What are the content that you're going to put there? Your content must align with all these other two. All right, your content must align with all these other two. Your content is your journey, your achievement, your story. All right, your journey, your achievement, your story. Your journey, your achievement, your story. Okay, the day you build half dashboard, post it. That, oh, I started this dashboard, and this is what I've built so far. This is what I've learned from this dashboard. It's good to do this, it's good to do that. You put it in a story format. You are a data analyst. Storytelling is your number one tool. All right, storytelling is your number one tool. So you have your journey to talk about. You have your achievement, the things that you've achieved. Oh, I've been working on it for the past 2 days. This is what I've achieved. Your achievement, put it there. All right. People love it when you put those stories there. All right. It resonates with people. They're like, oh wow, you're doing something. They come, you get a lot of engagement from it. All right. Then your story. All right, your story, pick an enemy. All right, this pick an enemy is very, 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 and very important. Now, enemy is not like devil. All right, not necessarily devil, not evil thing. Like, it's just something that you are not for, something that you are against. Right, you pick enemy like something that you are against. For example, you can pick enemy about HR not not considering the feelings of people that applies, for applicants. You are rejecting their CVs, or I mean, you are rejecting their applications, but you're not giving them feedback. That one can be an enemy. So you constantly speak towards that direction. There are a lot of people in that shoes. They are not posting, they are just reading. They are going to engage with your post. All right. They are going to engage with your post for what you just did. Do you understand? So you have to pick an enemy in that regard. You have to pick an enemy. Can be bad work culture. Okay, it can be bad or toxic work environment. All right, you have a lot of enemies to pick. Just pick one, focus on it, and use that enemy. That enemy. A lot of people are, they have that same thing as an enemy, and is going to draw them to you. Okay, and the more you get traction, the more people engage and all, the more trust you get. All right, and people are checking, people are saying it. All right, people are saying, and when they see it, they'll be like, oh wow, that person, I know him from somewhere. He's only online. All right, that's the same trust that you give to your online vendors. All right, that's the same trust that you give to your online vendors. Okay, so now, your content. So what are the stories that you can tell? The stories about your job, your previous job, right? You can tell stories about your previous job. How did they treat you at your previous job? When you post that, trust me, these things I'm giving you, they are like meat. Trust me. See, if you do these things, trust me, they will be chasing you. There are posts that I did. No, I just commented on another person's post. All right. If you see the number of impressions that I got for just posting, I mean for just replying to somebody's post. On my post too, I got high impressions. Because of what? Because I'm targeting the right people. Okay, I'm targeting the right people. There's a way you post it, and you are just putting yourself out there. The visibility, you're just putting yourself out there. The recruiters, they're going to see it. A lot of them, they're going to see that, oh, this guy is actually doing something. At the same time, he's attacking an enemy. That means he has a stance. That means he has a point. That means he's an authority figure. All right, that's where you start building the authority that, this person truly knows what he's doing, even if you don't know what you are doing. Trust me. Trust me, the game is a game of numbers. It's a game of numbers. Consistency It's a game of numbers. You keep pushing it and putting it and pushing it out there. It's a game of numbers. You are going to win it. Do you understand? You are going to win it. Then the worst boss, the best boss they have worked with, your worst boss. That's the story. I mean, those are contents that you can work on. You have like a lot of content that you can work on. Just sit down and think about your life. Think about everything that you have done, all the achievements, the turning points in your life, the things that you thought was impossible, and how you actually overcame them and all. You understand all the things that you did, your breakthrough, your breaking point, and your turning point. Think about them and make them into content. All right. There's AI. AI is here to help you. So just have the content, develop it with AI. You and AI, you look at it, and or AI will know the story, then you know how to revamp it and put it on LinkedIn. Trust me, you're going to get a lot of traction. A lot of people are going to come, they're going to comment, they're going to like, post, reshare, and all. Okay, and that's where you become an authority. And recruiters, when they see that, trust me, when they see that, do you know a lot of people are getting hired without CV? Do you know that a lot of people are getting hired without CV? They're getting hired without interview. They're getting hired without CV, without interview. Yeah. So how come? I know a lot of people that got hired without CV, without interview. I know a lot of them. How come? It's because they have become like an authority in their field. That when recruiters are just checking and just checking, and they see how this person talks about this problem, about this solution, about this skill, about this niche, it gives them that confidence that this person truly knows what he's doing. It saves them time because they don't have to go through like 100 CVs and be checking for who is going to benefit, or maybe who is worthy, who is qualified. All right, because they already know somebody that is qualified, because he's putting himself out there, always dispensing what he has learned, everything, his journey, what his breakthrough in life, everything, putting it out there. They already know their candidate, so they'll go for that person. They don't even need to put there are a lot of companies that they are hiring and they are not putting their job, the adverts, they're not putting adverts out because they already know who they are hiring. Okay, and that's how they hire silently, silently on LinkedIn and other platforms that you may find yourself. All right. So storytelling, stories of you can never run out of content. Okay, you can never ever run out of content. You have stories of friends and families. You talk about news, coming from your industry. If there's a new AI tool that just came out now, you pick that too. You talk about it when they laid off like 35,000 people. The Oracle laid off 35,000 people. I jumped on the news. I jumped on that news. I jumped on that news and I posted and commented on that news as well. She gets, I commented on that news as well. So news in your niche, stories, jump on them. All right. Jump on them and talk about them. All right. Talk about them, because when the news is trending and you talk about it, it's going to the LinkedIn algorithm is going to rank your own post too. It's going to be among the ones that get seen by people. All right. When it gets seen by people, they see automatically, they connect with you, they do all those things. All right. And you become, authority figure, in your niche. All right. In your niche. So this is the end of the session. All right. This is the end of the session. If you have any question, all right, if you have any question, this is time for you to ask if you have any question. And I'm going to be dropping more about this LinkedIn visibility on your group chat for people to see and to actually use it, because I want you to. So what I want you to do is I want you to pick that dashboard. All right, take a screenshot of the dashboard, post it, and put a story behind it. I'm going to give you an example of the story that you're going to put. All right, put a story talking about how you did what how you attended a 2-day webinar and what you learned from there. and how it has impacted you and what you've gained and all. That's a content, that's a story that shows that you value development, you value self-development. So when they see that, so when people see that you value self-development, they hire you, all right, they come for you. All right. Those are the virtues or the soft skills that you need, all right, as a data analyst. Those are the soft skills that you need as well. Somebody that values self-development, that is not just here and it's only what he knows that he knows. All right. So when they see that, they see, oh, this guy is actually particular about his growth. So I want you all to take a screenshot of the dashboard, and you're going to post it. All right. When you post it, you're going to post the screenshot of the dashboard. All right, then you put that story I just told you now, just a short content. All right, it doesn't have to be long. Even a if a five sentences post can can attract a lot of traction if it's well written. Okay, just go through, just make sure you apply these three pillars. All right, apply these three pillars. Trust me, I'm telling you, I'm giving you all these ones for free. Trust me, you are going to, you know, you are going to attract a lot. All right. So if you have any question, you can ask me now. You can ask me now, or you can ask in the group chat if you have questions. All right. I'll be taking your questions in the group chat. All right. We have spent like 2 hours, 30 minutes already. I don't want us to overshoot the time. All right. I don't want us to overshoot the time. So if you have any question, you can ask your question now. Ask your question. Ask your question. Ask your question now. And let me display the account number again. If you are joining now, all right. If you are joining now and you want to make your payment, you want to partake of this, this offer, this for that reduction, for that, you know, um slash in price. All right. If you want to enjoy it, if you want to grab it now, right? This is the account payment, this is the account number, all right? The account details to pay into. And the moment you are done with the payment, message this number, what you want to, what you made payment for, if it's for the beginner class or for the full boot camp, all right? Message this number and state that clearly, all right? And we're going to get back to you. Class is starting properly on 3rd of May. All right, the class is starting properly on 3rd of May. All right, class is starting properly on 3rd of May. All right, take, yeah, 3rd of May. All right. So if you have any question, you can ask. If you have any question, you can ask me. Or I'm just going to wait like 1 minute more. Call it a day. If you have any question, you can ask now. And you can as well ask me on the group. All right. You can as well ask me questions on the group. All right. The group is open. It's open to everyone, to ask questions. All right. The group is open to everyone to ask questions. All right. The group is open to everyone to ask questions. So if there's no question, then I'll have to call it a wrap. All right. Call it a day. It's been a privilege, having you beautiful people here, all of you here that wants to transform your life, that wants to see a significant transformation in your life. And I hope I've been able to dispense, valuable things with you, things that are valuable that will transform you, and ensure that you get that your dream role, that your dream job, all right, in both remote or locally here. All right. I hope I've been able to do justice to it with this value packed um, webinar, this value packed curriculum, and the insights that I've shared about what's happening in the industry and all. I hope I've been able to do justice to that. All right. So if you are joining, make payment to this account right now before the offer closes. All right. Thank you for coming once again. And yeah, have a good night. Rest. All right. Bye, everyone.